What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Lucas Live News. I am your host, Lucas Tyndale, along with
Danny Williams in the building.
and we are excited to be here with you guys on this special morning edition of Lucas Live News. I am someone who I like to get my day started. You know, our evening shows are fun, right, Danny? We have fun with the evening shows.
We have a great time. This is our first time doing a morning show. I ain't gonna lie, it was my day off, so it was hard to get out of bed. But
You was a little bit like, when I said we was going to do a morning show, you was like, really?
How early? What you mean? But you know what? I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we're doing it. I know everybody has things to do tonight to get ready for tomorrow, so we here live in the morning, get ready to have some fun.
We about to have some fun. We got to share this broadcast. So if you're watching,
Yes.
the reason I'm looking down right now is because I got to share this broadcast too. So
Same.
y'all make sure
Same.
y'all share this broadcast if you're watching. We have a wonderful, wonderful guest here today. The one and only Brandon Dunivant is in the building. He's not in the studio, but he's in the building.
He's in the broadcasting.
He's in the
building,
virtual space,
the
you
virtual
know?
building. That's gonna be a thing.
He's in the virtual building.
He's in the virtual building. That's cool.
So we're super excited to have him. We were at his gospel and jazz gala. Danny, he said gala.
Okay, y'all be stressing me out with this gala thing. Stressing me out because I'm gonna have to continue to revert back to the Met Gala. Like, I don't know. Miss Dolores Presley also said gala, so I don't know.
You tricked her into saying, I'm just playing.
She liked it better.
She
when
did.
She
That's
heard,
fair.
you
Well,
know,
I think,
she liked it
okay,
better.
we're going to have Brandon chime in. Some people say gala, some people say gala. I, as someone who's had the opportunity to host many galas and galas, which I had the distinct pleasure of hosting this first annual Gospel and Jazz Gala. See, I got my gala galas all jacked up.
Yeah.
I'm calling stuff Gaspel. The Gaspel Gala. Yeah, so it was my first chance to do that. So that was a lot of fun. All right, I got to share this broadcast.
You did a great job, too. I think you did pretty amazing. It was cool.
Thank you.
It was cool.
I enjoyed it, and I appreciate when good people like Brandon call and they're like, what can we do? How can we do it? Let's figure out, let's get together. And we talked quite a bit over the last several weeks, which was really cool to stay in touch with him. He's dealt with some stuff in his personal life with his family, but he persevered. And I remember it was days before, and I was like, do you think you're going to go through with it? And he said, I think I am. He was like, I'm just trusting God. Like, it's going to work out. Everything will be okay. And he did it. Because I'm telling you, with what he has, all that he had on his mind, to be able to push through was phenomenal. So,
Listen, I love those kind of people because sometimes, you know, we go through stuff, and then when you have something like this planned, or you just have any kind of plans, and then something pops up, and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do it. It's just sad. It's like, it's really cool to see somebody persevere. Like, you know what? No, I'm still doing. I'm still grinding out. I'm still going. I'm making it happen.
Right.
So I really admire people like that because I feel like sometimes I'm a person like that. Like, you know what? I know I got a lot going on, but I got this to do.
Yes.
You know, and I think
Yes.
that's a true testimony of a servant. Like, there is still work to do. While I'm stressed out about this and sad about that, it's work to do.
100%.
You know, so.
He pushed through. It was so much fun.
And he did a great job, too.
He
I mean,
did.
he's up there singing.
He was singing,
I love hearing him
co-hosting.
sing,
He could do
too.
everything. Me too.
Yeah.
That's
He
what
sang
y'all be
at
talking
my uncle's,
about.
Wedding, and it was
That's what-
always amazing.
Tiff, who our production assistant, who's your sister and mine too, right?
Yeah.
She's like, I need him to sing at my wedding. I gotta have him sing at my wedding. It's a lot of. He's booking fast though. Ask him about it. He's booking fast.
I know.
You gotta,
And I'm glad to have him on the show. You know, now before
That you know him. You know what I
You're
mean?
gonna be like, yeah, back in the day, I was on
Remember?
Lucas Live Media and news and whatever. And
right.
I'm gonna be
Don't
grateful.
forget
for that.
about me, right?
I'm gonna be grateful.
Right. What's going
Good
on?
morning, Corinne Marie.
What's up? What's up? Thank you for jumping on. She's creating content today. She's a content creator because she's an author, right? So she has a wonderful book, A Small Piece of Her Heart. If you guys have not purchased Corinne Marie's book, my beautiful wife, her book, A Small Piece of Her Heart, go get it. And if you have already purchased it before, go check it out again. Because, well, the reason is not just buy another book that you already bought. She rewrote her first book. The first book was A Small Piece of Her Heart. She reworked it and rewrote it because she made a script and a movie script, and she wanted to align, and she learned some new things, and she wanted alignment with everything. And the story is a beautiful, inspirational love story. And if you love love like I love love, you need to check this book out.
Yeah.
And It's an inspiration. It's encouraging for those who are looking for love, those who are in love, those who just love. Check it out. Small Piece of Art, you can get that at KareemMarie.com. It's not time for our small business shout outs, but when you're married to the Lucas of the Lucas Live Media, you do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
so
it's such a feel-good read. I'm telling you. It's like I was reading, and it felt like I was like in the, I was in the movie.
You were in the trailer when we made the trailer. You was in there. I remember that.
But when you read it, it really feels like you're like in a scene. Like you can just feel it. Like she was so descriptive with the way she wrote it. So you can I literally feel like I know what the apartment would look like. I'm not gonna tell the book.
You tell me. You can throw some little hints. They may want them, right?
Because I feel like I could feel the scenes. Like I could feel where I was at. I could feel how some of the characters felt just because of how descriptive she was when she wrote the book. So, and I'm not just saying it because that's my sister. I'm really saying it because that is my sister, and I was like, dang, she wrote this
and you knew her before she wrote.
Yeah, it was like a hidden talent that I didn't know she had.
Yeah, she's gifted. Shout out to the lovely Kareem Marie.
Yeah.
And she can cook. So we're going to talk about, she can cook. You better be careful. You better watch out now. It's that time of year. We're going to talk about some food today. We're going to give thanks today. So if you're on here, stay tuned. I want to say what's up. I see some other people in the comments. I'm going to say what's up to you here in just a second. We are going to, we're going to give thanks. So if you think about what you're thankful for, we want to share that together today. Let's gather together as our Lucas Live Media family gathering around the table this morning. Yeah. We're going to give thanks for things we're thankful for. Yeah. We're also doing small business shout outs. So if you know someone who's a small business owner, tag them, reach out to them, say, hey, jump in on this live. They're going to be doing small business shout outs, and you have a chance for more people to see your business for free. We do have paid advertisements that we do through Lucas Live Media, but this is just a way of us giving back. So consider tagging somebody or get ready to shout out your own business and say, hey, I have this business. I'd love for people to check out my website, call this number, follow this page, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's holiday season. Everyone's shopping, so I think it'll be really cool if we can just shop, local, shop with our own. Maybe do, back and forth, shop here. I have a business, you have a business. Let's do something. So it's just that season of giving, that season of shopping and giving and being with their family. So whatever we have going on locally, I'd love to support that,
Absolutely. Shout out to some people in the comments. Shout out to my guy, Bobby Tucker Jr.
Good morning.
That's my guy. Bobby, you're an Alabama fan, right? I don't know. It's so funny. He's such an Alabama fan. I want to say Tennessee or Alabama. It's Alabama. I'm 99% sure. He's like one of those fans. You see, it's Ohio State. I love you, but it's Ohio State Michigan week as well, so I had to represent. You know what I mean? Go Buckeyes, OH. Okay, I hear y'all out there. All right, I hear y'all out there. So we're going to have some fun today. Vicky, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Vicky Armstead is actually, back in the day when I went to Belden Elementary School, that's my elementary, there was a thing called Kids Summit, and they would go around to each school and do like drug prevention type of things. So Vicky, I've known her since I was a kid, and I remember whenever she would see my sister, for some reason, you know what? I ain't gonna throw no shade because I've been feeling real selfish lately.
Right.
But whenever she would see my sister, she would give her $1. Like every time she seen her, she was like, "Give you $1, give you $1. I seen you, girl. I owe you $1." So Vicky is just somebody that is so warm. I've known her since I was a kid, but it was so cool seeing her pop up over there.
That is hilarious.
Vicky
awesome,
Armstead.
Vicky. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We really do. We're glad you're here. All right, so we're gonna jump into it. What's up, everybody? Again, shout out to Tiffany Williams, who's in the building.
She is.
She's a production assistant extraordinaire.
She keeps us together. It's so crazy funny. Because I'm a little older. You definitely playing. You way older. No, but she's the youngest one in the building. It's like
she be on it.
Getting a little scared sometimes.
My favorite thing is that she was born in '99, my senior year of high school. That's my favorite part. So I'm a little bit older than her, but she's our little sister, and she on it, and she's professional, and she handles her business, and she learns fast. So she knows what to do with the lights and the cameras and the action, and she makes it happen. And when we are here playing and talking and whatever, she like, but what's up with the camera?
She like, it's 9:50.
It's time to go. It's time to go. What's up? What's up? Right. All right, let's say what's up to some more people. You guys keep sharing. What's up, Mark Smith II? What's going on?
Good morning.
Insurance agent extraordinaire. father, good guy, all around good guy. Shout out to him. I always say he's the reason, if something go wrong in the studio, he gonna make sure it gets replaced because he's provided us with some wonderful business insurance.
Love that.
So when I drop the mic, because sometimes when we hear I drop the mic.
You dropped the mic. Literally.
Literally, not on purpose.
We were a little afraid this morning. We thought my mic wasn't gonna be working, but we're good. We're good.
Because I dropped the mic. Because that's what I do. Because I said something deep, and I was like, mic drop in the studio. All right, it was an accident, Mark. Come check on the studio, please. Come check on us. Make sure we good out here. Make sure we good. He said, Bobby Tucker Jr. said, roll Tide. That's Alabama. He's Alabama all day.
All right.
He ain't playing. Where I see my guy. Tyler Thatcher's in the building. Where'd he go? I'm gonna find your comment, Tyler.
I seen it right there.
What's up, my man? Good morning. Don't get to hop on much anymore, but had the opportunity this morning. Tyler, my guy.
Good morning.
Listen, Danny, Tyler is like, man, that's a good dude right there. That's my guy. Tyler, he always supported. I mean, I've known Tyler his whole life. He was one of my kids, my daycare kids, I got kids. Yeah.
Is that live?
Oh, you can't see it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's not. So I'm saying
that's okay.
Comments.
That is okay.
I'm telling y'all stuff.
I was looking up at preview mode like,
Oh, see, good
don't
call.
Don't think that's live.
All right, wait, I got to go back to live. I've been putting y'all comments up.
It's okay. It is so okay.
Good call, though. I appreciate you, though.
This is what I'm here for.
All right, I appreciate you.
I'm going to try to get Tiff, but I was like, you know what?
Let me just call it out. That's how we do it.
And
That's
just
how
call
we do
right
it.
here.
I ain't scared.
We all family.
It's real. We family out here. We appreciate y'all. We're going to give thanks here in just a minute. We're going to do small business shout outs.
Yes.
And we're going to get to our guest.
There we go.
We started a few minutes late, so our guest he's backstage awaiting, but we're going to get him on in just
I think he's enjoying
minutes.
the show backstage, though.
Right. Right. I'm missing it. All right. So, Leonard, what's going on? Ali Baba.
Is that my cousin?
What's up,
that's
Leonard?
My cousin.
Is that your cousin?
I think that's my cousin. Yes.
Think so?
I think that's my he changed his profile pic. If it's not my cousin, I'm so sorry. But that is my cousin from Virginia. Cousin. He is actually married to my cousin. So that's my cousin-in-law.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Hey, y'all, tell us real quick in the comments, where are you at today?
Are
you at work? Are you at home? Are you in the kitchen? Are you in the bed? Where you at? Let us know.
Where you at right now at, what is it, like 10 o'clock in the morning right now?
It is Eastern time. Y'all might be coming to us. Y'all might be on the West Coast.
Are we getting dinner together this morning? Are we off? Like I told you guys this morning, I was off. He said, I think it's my cousin. It's wild. You changed your picture. I'm looking like a monster. I don't know who that is. But and I'm like, sorry.
Okay.
My cousin, for sure.
Your cousin. There he is.
For sure.
There he is, for sure. Yeah, so tell us where y'all at in the comments. Shout out to, I got people, man. See, people, LaChana, I said Mark covered the studio with insurance, right? And then shout out to LaChana Edwards because she covered the studio, the whole business with contracts and legal services. Shout out to LaChana Edwards, our business attorney for Lucas Live Media. She keeps things tight as we keep things growing and going. She's also an NIL attorney, so people who have there could be young children to teenagers who are athletes or who have some talent and you're looking to get NIL deals. NIL came around a couple years ago. A lot of people don't know about it. There's a lot of things that are going on that could get people tripped up where you could be like, oh, they said they're going to pay my son, my daughter, my athlete for something, and you don't necessarily know whether it's a good deal or not. It just sounds like money. And you're like, I'm taking it, and she can help you to say whether you should or shouldn't, and she can help you even as a parent to be the best advocate for your children. Yeah. So shout out to LaChana. Good morning. She's working today.
All right, somebody
she
said
is in the ATL.
We're from ATL working. Okay. Well, you have a great day today working.
Tiff is also working.
Yeah, Tiff is in the studio working. We love that. Thank you.
She's here with us.
Thank you.
She's here with us today. We're glad you're here with us. All right. We're going to keep moving. We're going to get to our guest here in just a second. What's up, Tarika Miller? What's going on?
She says she at home. What you at home doing? You just chilling now, getting ready for dinner? What's going on?
Just at home. What's
happening?
Just
at home.
Yes. So.
I seen someone say they're getting ready to start some collard greens.
Okay. Truthfully.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
I know that's right.
What's going on?
Yes.
Webster. He said truthfully. Every time I see his name, I be like, what is his name? I be like, how do I say that?
Truthfully. I like that.
truthfully.
Truthfully.
Truthfully, I'm
Ooh.
telling the truth.
Yeah, I love that.
He also raps in his spare time. Truthfully, true. He can sing too.
Yeah.
He can sing
Love
too.
that.
Yes, yes, yes. What's up, Keena? Look at Keena in the comments,
Always in the comments.
telling them how to get with LaChana. See,
Yeah.
Keena, owner of Sugar Baby Cookies.
Yeah.
Her and her husband also are affiliated with the University of Florida. I believe Dave works at the University of Florida. She makes cookies for the football players and such.
Oh.
And as people with young athletes, and they have beautiful children and who are advocates for athletes, Keena is from the Weatherspoon Snow family, so she grew up around sports. She's a huge sports fan. Dave's wife is a huge sports fan. Dave, your wife be watching the games with you. I know you got that benefit. That's cool. But they also are big supporters of LaChana and everything she has going on. So they threw her information in the comments for the Facebook group. Make sure you guys check that out. We are going to do business shout outs soon too, so we're going to have more time. What's up, Vicky?
And I'm at work at the Hall of Fame.
She works at the Hall of Fame. She
Love
right there
that.
at the ticket office, I feel like. Or maybe you do
Okay.
other stuff. I've seen her at the ticket office, but
Okay.
she was at the Gospel and Arts. She was at the Gospel
She
and
was.
Jazz
She looked beautiful too.
Gala.
She sure was.
Doesn't she always look so lovely?
Yes.
She just does. All right, y'all. All right, we're gonna get to our guest. All right. He put on for the city for real, right?
Yeah, he did.
He really put together an amazing event. And a lot of times when somebody does something for the first time, it's okay that it's not perfect. You know, you don't expect everything to go well. But so many things went so well.
Yeah.
It's like...
And I think people were like, I know I don't want to speak for him, but I think he might have felt like things weren't going well.
Because you know little details when you're the organizer, I guess.
Right. And that's completely understandable. But as somebody that was just a part of the audience, I was there getting some footage for Lucas Live, but also just being in a part of the audience and, mingling around and seeing what everyone was talking about and just, from table to table, walking back and forth. Everyone seemed to be, engaging in fellowship. They were talking to each other. They were enjoying each other's company. They were enjoying the music. I don't know who that girl up there, I don't know what her name was. We're getting ready to find out when he comes on. But the
one who was opening, her and Brandon
yes.
Talbert were singing at the beginning.
Yeah, and it's like, I was really like starstruck because I was looking at her like, so this girl she clowning, she's having a good time, but when she sings, it's like, she didn't miss a note, miss a beat. Like, she was on point. And I was like, this girl is like, look at, your Starbucks cup was just invisible.
Don't be hating on my Starbucks. My Starbucks with the green on my green screen. Don't be hating on my...
I got the white one. So, we
shout out to the Starbucks morning. Starbucks, if you want to give us an NIL deal, I got a nice NIL attorney to make sure I'm taken care of and I'm not getting cheated.
Please,
but
that would be amazing.
We ready.
But so that event was so amazing, and I can't wait to bring them on so we can talk about it.
All right, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Mr. Brandon Dunivant.
Good morning.
How you doing today, my man?
How's everybody doing?
Amazing.
Listen, we're great. We are so good on this bright and early morning. It ain't that early no more.
Early Thanksgiving Eve, absolutely.
Right. It's the day before. It's the day where you get to sample some stuff,
Right.
Tell me about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're super excited. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't shared the broadcast yet, or if you did already, you can share it again. And what it'll do is it'll notify people again. And you can say the special guest is in the building. And let them know if they wanted to see Mr. Brandon Dunivant, they can come on now. Or if you're watching this by replay, we want to welcome you. We understand some of y'all had to go to work. Some of y'all like, what they doing this in the morning for?
Right.
It's a lot of morning shows.
Right.
The Today Show, the Good Morning America, Good Morning our people. What's up? Good morning, Lucas Live.
Morning, yes.
So we're excited about this. So Brandon, you put on, man. Talk to us a little bit. Where did the idea come from? Let's just start there because, a lot of people got a lot of ideas. That don't mean they put it together and make it happen. So talk to us about the idea and then kind of the process that brought you to this past weekend.
Well, it started because as you know, I sing a lot of places. Recently, it seems like I've sung at the most funerals than I've ever sung at in my life.
Interesting.
It seems like weekly, at least several a month. I've done lately. One of which was John Wright.
Mm.
John Wright was one of our honorees. John Wright was
Yep.
a phenomenal musician, mentor, singer, songwriter in the city of Canton.
Right.
We put together a celebration for him, but of course, he was gone and not here to receive his flowers while he was here.
Right.
It instantly made me think that so many times we celebrate
Mm.
individuals after their passing.
Yeah.
And there's nothing here for gospel and jazz musicians, just musicians in general, to celebrate them while they're here. So
Wow.
we started working on it. I started talking to his daughter and a couple other people, Mr. Chris Gales, who he didn't know he was going to be one of the honorees. He thought he was just helping me plan some things out. Um,
Ah, you got him.
Aw.
I got him, and we went forward with it. I was going to wait because literally we started these conversations maybe Octoberish, beginning of October,
Hmm.
maybe end of September, and I
Wow.
said, well, let me
Whoa,
call
whoa,
and
whoa,
see
whoa,
what
whoa, wait, wait,
venues
wait, wait.
are.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Did he
Because
just?
because it had so then
You
a
just
month.
started talking about this last year,
Lit,
September, October, or this
lit,
year?
no, 2023. Literally, we had the conversation. I'll tell you, and see, this is the
Wow.
thing about when God's hand is in a plan.
Right.
Things fall into place. I literally called a couple places. I called the cultural center first, of course,
Hmm.
because size wise, I said, well, we probably don't need the cultural center because I'm thinking only about 100 to 120, 30, 40 people.
Which
Okay.
would be wonderful for a first year event. Most people,
Right.
if you can get 100
Right.
people, you're
Wonderful.
like, I've done well.
I would have been perfectly fine with that, I promise.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So I called my guy Chuck at the Metropolitan Center. Major shout out to Chuck Schuster there at the Metropolitan Center. They had availability for 2 days in November. I
Mm.
took the latest date in November
To
to
give
give
you a
me
little
just a little
time.
bit of time.
Right.
I started making calls. I called Lucas. I called a couple other people. I called, sent a message to Alex Simon. Everybody was available. The band was available. The venue was available. The caterer was available.
Wow.
It just, once again, when God's hand is in a plan, everything originally fell into place quickly. Now there were some bumps and bruises later down the line, but
Things
but
happen.
originally everything really fell into place. So it was a sign, confirmation for me, that this was well needed and this was something that God definitely wanted me to do. So,
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing. And I'm so shocked that this was put together like in a month's time because this is something
yeah,
that I mean, it was so the decor, the venue, everything was so well thought out. You had a violinist in the
thank you,
front,
thank
Who
like
you.
does that?
yeah,
Who
like you
does
had your
that?
backdrop ready
Like,
to go. Like that's pretty amazing.
it
That's
takes
dope.
people a
Thank you.
year from the last event to plan an event like that. Like maybe they take a month off, right? Or a couple months and they're like, let's
Hmm.
breathe.
Hmm.
And then they start piecing together the pieces of the next event, which I'm sure if you do this again next year, you'll start thinking, probably already thinking of things, right?
We are, we are,
So they
yeah.
have time. And then they've done it years in the past. So now they have a history, they have a legacy, they have institutional knowledge, right? They're like, we know this, and now my team knows this, and now we move forward with this treasure chest of things we already learned. You came into this thing a month or two ago thinking about it, and it turned into an event. How many people were there? Like, I I lost count.
Our,
All I know is there was no
our,
seats.
our final total was 227. Um,
227. That was a good show back then.
That
227
is
like
so
yourself.
crazy.
Two-seven.
Like I
Just
told
like
you, like
yourself.
Just
I
like
didn't.
the show.
It was sold out. I seen you
It was
put that it was
it,
sold out.
it was oversold. We
Ah,
had we had folks that weren't on the list that somehow managed to be in the building, and it is what it is. It's no big deal. But
Standing room only.
yeah.
That's a good problem.
it was
That's a good
it was
problem.
literally still when my problem was too many people, where most people's issue would be not enough people.
Right.
Again, another sign that God's hand was involved in this process. So
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. And you know what else I'm thinking about is that it is completely shocking that you got this done within a month. And you know what else is shocking is that I told you during the event, you had gave out some certificates from the city of Canton.
Like, how did you?
You said that
Yes,
the city of Canton recognized your event as the first jazz and gospel gala in the city. Tell us about that,
absolutely.
please.
Major thank you to the mayor, who I reached out to in a simple phone call. Councilwoman Chris Smith, who was one of the only people whose faces I missed besides my mom, but she had already told me she had a wedding and she couldn't be there. But she immediately told me, contact the mayor's office. You know, this is what you need to do. She gave me step by step in the background, as Chris does for so many people.
Yeah.
Um, and they were receptive. Immediately, he said, I wish I could be there, but I have something on my schedule. He said, so send me the information. He said, let me look over it. We talked a number of times back and forth with the office, and they were behind it 100%. They put it in the books. They did the proclamations for each individual, and they, like I said, they were just very, very receptive to what we were doing.
That is so amazing. So yeah, and what he said is each recipient got recognized right through the city as being one of the first award recipients, honorees for that event, right?
Hmm. Yep, they got mayor
Beautiful.
proclamations, and they were individualized proclamations. It wasn't just the
Yes.
same
Yeah.
Right.
generic
One.
wording for
Right.
everyone. That's what ended up happening is Lucas knows I do most of my work, especially this month in the middle of the night. While I was
That's
up,
when he'll hit
So
you
does
that's when
up.
he
I
sometimes, you
Yeah,
know.
true. I'll be up.
when I do my best shopping. That's when I do my best everything at that time of night. So I
Right.
actually the night before when I was, making sure my truck was packed and making sure I had everything in line, that's when I finally sat down to read them over. And I said, wait
Wow.
a minute, he individualized each of them. And
Wow.
that let me know not only was he invested and they were invested, they took the time to read the bios that I sent for each individual.
Wow.
So that was another thing. Yeah.
That's nice. That is
That's wonderful. You guys, if you're watching us on Facebook, hit those hearts, show some love right now. If you haven't shared the broadcast, please do share the broadcast. We want to welcome you to our Lucas Live News celebration this morning. We're giving thanks
yes.
this morning. We're going to do some small business shout
Mm.
outs. And we are so excited to have our special guest, Mr. Brandon Dunivant, here with us today. If you don't know, he put on Canton's first gospel and jazz gala and or gala or Gullah Gullah Island. I don't know
Give
what
it
it is.
up.
Listen, I was virtually backstage for the argument about the word. Okay,
This
so I,
happens
I
everywhere
will
we go.
chime in. I'll go ahead and chime in. So here's the thing:
Okay,
my
help
my
us out.
my friends and my family would refer to me as bougie. Okay,
Okay.
I am very down to earth, is what I say. Okay,
Okay, yes, yes. But I come from heaven, but I'm down to
I
earth.
come from
So
heaven,
that's
but
what
I'm
makes
down
me
to
seem a little
earth.
higher than others. That's all.
it is what it is. So I refer to it as a gala. A gala.
Okay.
I actually I use both, to be honest. But
Right.
gala is what I've always used. So
Right. Okay.
It's
See,
just so crazy to
Danny, it's
me.
a mix, right? I've
It's just, I've
you
never
got to
heard
get
of
on your
but
feelings
her
gala.
about it. You got to. I'm
but true
sorry,
to her
Danny.
point when she said the Met Gala, I didn't I thought it, she is right about that. So I don't know.
They
Oh, I
do
love
call
hearing
Tomato
that.
tomato.
we'll give that one. They do call it the
Thanks,
Met
We
thanks,
give you your
Gala.
thanks.
point.
But right, but when me and Brandon go, then we gonna be like, we up in the Met Gala. We're just
Yeah,
gonna
all
tell
right,
them. We're gonna roll
right.
up in
Gonna
there.
kick y'all out.
We're
Like,
gonna
you
be
don't
showing
even
our
know where you
pictures.
at.
We was over here with Beyonce at the Met
Right. We don't
Gala.
even know where you at.
we
Yeah.
going, we going.
I have another
Absolutely.
question about
Absolutely.
the honorees too. So when you were thinking about who you wanted to honor, who you wanted to, do these things for, even who you had sing for each honoree, how did you plan
That's
that
a
out?
good point too. In a month or a
In
So
a
month and a
month,
half. Like
how did you
what?
plan all that out?
Right.
so as many people know, I sing a little bit.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
Just a
I
little
sing a
bit,
Just a
little
right?
little
bit.
Not a
bit, a
whole
little
lot.
touch.
I've sung since I was a child, and my aunt Gloria had me in music early, and I was blessed to be surrounded by some of Canton's great musicians. They took me under their wing, such as Reverend George Dunwoody and such as Cheryl Dottie Presley. And at the age of probably 10 to 14 to 16 years old, I was on stage singing with some of Canton's greats.
Wow.
And they didn't take it easy on me. When I got on
Mm.
the stage with them, we were going to sing. So I had no choice but to elevate my craft and my talent because of who I was singing with.
Mm.
Um, I would not sing as well as I do. I would not be able to just sing at places if it had not been for the individuals that I was surrounded by. So my first few names were a given. It
Right.
was George Dunwoody, it was Cheryl Dottie Presley, it was John Wright, and my good friend Christopher Gales. As I became older as an adult, he's one of the few individuals who I trust wholeheartedly with my gift. Where he tells me to sing, what he tells me to sing, how high he tells me to sing, how low he tells me to sing. If he suggests it, I'm on it. So those names were easy. Um, I then, because I've sung so much in Canton, I've sung almost everywhere: gospel, jazz, R&B, and I've rubbed shoulders with these great Cantonian musicians, such as the Horner Singers and
Yeah.
the Singing Wonders, and Reverend Dunwoody's amazing wife, who is was part of his ministry. And to
Yeah.
me, to this day, nobody sings a song like Rosalind Pratt or
Mm.
Robin Dunwoody. So
All right.
immediately, the list for me was easy. The last honoree that I found out who I didn't know was Deacon Ernest Andrews, who, come to find out, is actually one of the most worthy of this kind of honor because he has been at the same church
Yeah.
ministering for over 70 years.
That is
It was
incredible.
Wow.
like unheard of. So
Yeah.
Right.
just like I didn't know a couple of these things, I said, how many other people in Canton, because I am part of gospel music, I am part of
Right.
music in Canton, how many
Right.
people are not? So how many
Right.
people, if I didn't know
Mm.
some of these facts, how many people didn't know? So
Right.
aside from honoring them, my other goal was for individuals who attended, and even just individuals who saw my Facebook page or the publications and etc. My goal was for them to know a little bit more about these amazing people and their contribution to music in the city of Canton. So
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible, Brandon. I mean, the way you honored them, it was special to have the wonderful singers that you had come up and sing in honor of them, and then some of them came up and sang themselves. It was
yeah,
a show.
It
I
felt like a
mean,
uh,
tribute.
it
It felt
was.
like
it
I
you were
was.
mean,
It
a
was.
watching.
real TV like you
Yes.
watch on TV when they
Yeah,
do a
no,
tribute,
really. Like it
like
reminded
the
me.
Grammys.
Yeah, like when they do like on the BT Awards and they do like tributes to certain
Mhm.
people. That's what it felt like. And I just thought that
Yeah,
that flow was just so cool and so well thought out. I thought that was just
thank you.
so cool.
It was different too.
Yeah.
Lucas knows because me and Lucas had a text thread going through the whole show, which you guys don't know that. But anyway,
As the host, we were
there
just like, switch that, move
Right.
that, flip
Right.
that. Okay.
You gotta do that
yeah, due
sometimes.
to due to time,
Yeah.
a number of individuals actually didn't even get to perform. So there were more performers
Yeah.
who were slated to participate in the show. But due to time restrictions, I didn't want to be there all night. Um,
Yeah.
I didn't want individuals to get, tired and restless, and they were enjoying, so I'm sure they wouldn't have. But I wanted to keep it under a limit of time. So we know
Yeah.
for next year, I got to learn a lot of stuff. I'm very pleased with how the first year went.
Yep.
But the intention of anyone should be growth. So
Yeah.
for next year, I already have some things that I'm excited about doing differently
Yeah.
to make next year even better. So
Yeah.
Well, listen. All right. So here's what. Let me chime in on the committee because here's some things that I want. Okay. This is just me wanting more. Okay, for real. When I left, I was like, man, he could have did a 2-3 day event, and I would have been at all. Okay. So anyway, let me not overdo it. But I was like, it was so rich. It was so impactful. And this is way extra. Maybe this is year 5 or 10, or maybe this is like some bigger, like a 10 year of celebration of all of them. But I thought, like when
yeah,
someone goes through nursing school, they have a pinning ceremony, right? And then they still have graduation, and then they still have graduation parties, right? There's still all these layers of that, right? So I thought almost like a pinning ceremony, which is like a ceremony where they come up, get their award, they get to speak, their family and friends are there. And here's where I picture something at the cultural center. The reason I picture the cultural center is because it has that big lobby and it has that the stage area, which are two separate spaces. So in theory, you open it up you either have the pinning ceremony, say, and then you go into the venue for the music part. And you go into the seating. What is it called? A stage seating arena area.
got
I
it,
don't know
you
what
got
we
it.
call it an arena, but it ain't all that. Whatever it is.
You got it?
But you have the one part out there with the stage out there, they get their thing, and then they come in there, and who's in there is all music. So they just sit back at that point, and they just get honored and loved and singing music. And y'all know it's an hour and a half concert. That's the part. If you want to leave before the concert, go ahead and go. Glad you came to the pinning part, but the concert is also about to happen.
Yeah.
But just something where it's like, or happy hour in the open area, then the pinning, then something. But there was just so many rich pieces, and the fact that you were able to pack it all in that amount of time. And then I always think about food. This is just me being extra. Is like, give people a little something to nibble on. We here to celebrate. Like, we ain't got time. Eating takes too much time. We got some meatballs
But that
and some
food
fruit.
was great, though.
You know?
And for somebody that doesn't eat meat, you know, I don't eat meat. You had like 4 different
options
of
for
meat.
you. You appreciated
but
that.
The sides were great. The food was good. I think, can you remind me of who the caterer was?
The caterer was Carla Downing. She has a restaurant or a service called Carla's Kitchen.
Okay.
And I affectionately call her Aunt Carla because if I'm doing something, she is another person that jumps in. Because again, the thing that I had to be mindful for was this was a month planning. So
Right.
Wow.
most caterers require more time than a month,
Right.
to even be booked. Most people require deposit 2 to 3 months
Right.
in advance for 200 plus people. And our original conversation was, oh, Aunt Carla, it'll be about 140, 150.
Small change, Carla. We got
And
about.
to be honest, we had sold that number of tickets within week 1 of the announcement.
Wow.
So it just instantly just it blew.
Blew
That
up.
is nuts.
So yeah, but
Listen.
Lucas, everything you said, that's when it's good to not only be business related with Lucas, but to have him as a friend because he will be hosting next year and he'll also be on the committee. So
Oh, let's go.
Right.
Let's go make
Okay.
it
Right.
happen. You know
Right.
what? I got some ideas. I always got ideas.
so,
Let's
bring them ideas. We're gonna start planning January, February, so that my thought process with this is if we could do this in a month to two, I can only imagine what
Oh
God will
wow.
do in that amount of time. So I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Brandon, we're gonna close this portion of the show. But out there to your family and friends, and I mean, it's hard to. We plan to have Brandon on for a 20-minute segment. I have to say, this ain't easy because I mean, one fascinating, interesting. Just a well-spoken guy
I was
at
just
that
getting ready to
too.
say,
It's just you're a
well-spoken,
great
yes.
interview, so
Yeah.
that makes it easy on us. And this is so much fun. We are going to get to the small business shout-outs here in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. So get ready, tag your family and friends if they have small businesses. He just shouted out the caterer, and we shouted out a few others.
Yeah.
So it's that time of year. Everybody's about to be shopping. If we shop local, the way communities are built is you keep the money circulating in the same community many times before it goes out to someone else. But we don't understand that, so we go to Best Buy and Amazon and everywhere else.
Right.
And I'm guilty.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I
yeah.
don't do those things, but those dollars immediately leave our community, and a few dollars get paid to maybe the worker at Best Buy, but that's not enough to stimulate a local economy. But when we shop small businesses, it enhances the area that you're in, it enhances the people around you, and it allows us all to come up together. It is literally a tried and true recipe for community success. That's why certain ethnicities and certain cultures have great success. All of them seem to do well because they figured that out.
Yep.
So let's all do well by supporting each other in small businesses. I know Brandon is an advocate for that.
Yeah, and
He is
Brandon
a
did the
supporter
same
Absolutely.
at his
of our
event
community.
too. Because let's not forget the vendors that were out in the
Absolutely.
hallway at your event
Yeah.
as well. If you want to shout them out, that would be amazing too.
Absolutely. Really quickly, there are we have four amazing vendors. Laura Howe, who has a travel agency.
Yep.
Rachel Pettis, who does insurance. If you have any kind of insurance needs, she's your go-to. My
Yep.
cousin Rick Jennings has a men's clothing line. And then we had an amazing young lady who does Mary Kay and bracelets and etc. The other individual who was there, and I'll be working with her on some upcoming events, is Michelle Snell. She has a jazz lounge called Icy
Mm.
Skates
Love that.
Jazz
Okay.
Lounge and Station. We're planning a Christmas karaoke R&B karaoke night for December the 15th at 7 p.m. It's going to be a great time. So
Love
she's
that.
doing a number of things locally in the community that I want people to be keeping an eye out for. We go to other halls and we pay money. She has a space that she allows people to rent and use right there for a low cost, to be honest. So a lot of good things happening from our people in the community right now.
I love
Love
that.
that. Love that. Love that. Shout out to those vendors who are there.
Yeah.
We happen to be working with Rachel Pettis and the Pettis Effect. We're going to give you guys information on that today during our show, so that if you are interested in life insurance, and everybody should have an I don't know, we too
Yeah.
often people are gone, and Brandon, as he said, did a lot of funerals.
Yeah.
And you're seeing people not just grieving the loss of their loved one, they're grieving the fact that they don't even know how they're paying for this moment, and they have this grief on top of grief because we didn't make a few small plans for a few small dollars. It really doesn't cost that much to have life
How much
insurance.
at all?
And then if you get the right kind of life insurance, which my wife and I just signed up with Rachel to get a particular package where we can borrow against what we're putting in, or if we get ill, it doesn't serve as a death insurance. It literally serves us in our life to, if we couldn't work, we can pull down the money that's in there, even though we didn't put it in there yet, and live off of it while we recover and get back together. So I just want people to be conscious and aware that that is available. We're going to give you some information, and if you text live to our special number, which I'm going to give you guys in a minute, that also brings a benefit to Lucas Live Media, as we are in partnership with Rachel Pettis and the Pettis Effect. So check that out. We will talk more about that. Brandon, any last thank yous, any last shout outs that you want to give here before you head out?
Absolutely. Just really quickly, to the entire city of Canton for the outpouring of support, not just for my event, as Lucas alluded to, and I won't take much of your time, but
No,
as
go
Lucas
for it.
alluded to, my life got really shaky over the course of this month. Everyone knows
Yeah.
I'm incredibly close with my mom, and my mom fell really, really sick. She's been hospitalized. I'm literally running out of here to get to the hospital as soon as we conclude. The 227 people and the honorees and etc., everyone said, I'm praying for your mom. And we can literally feel the prayer. She is
That's
improving,
awesome.
but she still has quite a bit going on with her. So, to everyone who has supported the event and just my life in general, thank you guys so much. And definitely thank you for the prayers for my mom.
Love that.
You're just such a warm person, man. It was so fun
Thank you.
having you on. Really, like I want to do a show with him now and just get to know Brandon
I know.
because
Brandon is a whole character.
oh, I
Brandon
know.
sings.
You know,
He's
I don't know if
funny.
he like knows, but
He's
like
he'll tell you what you
yeah,
need to know about yourself.
yeah.
I'm a
He'll
lot.
love you and pray for you after he done.
I've been like a fly on the wall to that. Like you are. You are definitely a one of one. Like
Yes,
I don't
he
know
is.
if like
That's
if
a
you
great
know
way to
me
put
much,
it.
but I've seen you in the community. You sang at my uncle's wedding, Linda and Reynold. You sang there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I just see you all the time in the community, and I mean nothing but good vibes. But good vibes,
Thank you.
and you're a man that I feel like just know what he want. Like listen, I ain't playing no games. We doing this and that's it.
Right.
Like I feel
That's
like
what
I
we
just
doing.
get that from you, but nonetheless, warm, welcoming, genuine vibes, man. And I think that's why
Guys,
you are
thank you so much.
so blessed, man.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
Brandon. We'll continue to pray for you. We'll keep supporting. I'll look forward for my committee invite, and we're gonna make this thing continue to
Absolutely.
go
Absolutely.
and continue to grow. Thank you so much. Take care. Go see your mom. Tell
You
her we
guys have a
said
good
we love
holiday
her.
weekend.
All right,
I
you
sure
too.
will.
Thank
Thanks so
you.
much.
Thank you. All right, everybody. We are going to continue on with the show. Don't go anywhere. We are about to do small business shout outs, and we're going to do an opportunity for everybody, whether you have a small business or not, to just give thanks. There's
Yes.
something you're thankful for throughout this year, throughout this season, and there's not a lot of outlets for it. You may make a post here or there, but you don't always get, or maybe you're going to do it tomorrow over dinner, but let's do it together as the Lucas Live Media family. Let's all come together, tag some family, tag some friends, and maybe when you're giving your thanks, you want to tag somebody and say, at so-and-so, I'm thankful for you.
Yeah.
Let's do that here as well. Danny, what do you think about Brandon?
What do I think about him? He's amazing. He's awesome. Like, he's somebody that's like one of those guys you just like kind of want to have around. Like, you know, I feel like he would just give warm, loving support to you. I mean, the event that he put together, you could tell he's well loved. If you did putting an event together in a month is hard to do. Yes. But I do know as a creator, as a creative, when you are putting an event together and you have a month to do it, you know, it's for me, sometimes the time crunch and the pressure it gives me an exhilarating feeling.
Okay.
I'm getting stuff done. You know, I got a time frame. I got a month to do it. I got to get stuff done. You're in go mode. You're in work mode. You're trying to, you know, get it done. So to be able to sell over 100 tickets in a week is amazing. I think it just, you know, speaks volumes of him. Yes. And then, you know, also, I mean, it's a jazz gospel gala.
Gala.
We were, you know, they were honoring people. So, you know, you have, you know, that audience in itself. But I just think for an event like that was put together in a month, had over 200 people there. I just think that says a lot about who he is in the community, in the gospel community, in the jazz, in the music community that we have here in Canton. So, you know, I just think he is one of those people that's like a staple of the city, you know, when it comes to
absolutely.
That, so.
What a wonderful time. Thank you so much again to Brandon. Dunivant, you guys stay tuned for more information about next year's Gospel and Jazz Gala, which will be taking place somewhere, and who knows what else will be added to it. Thank you guys so much. We have our first gratitude shout out. See, this is where I like to start here. See, somebody thankful for me. I appreciate you, appreciate me. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's Ashley. Hey, Ashley.
Ashley, I love Ashley.
Yeah.
Ashley.
She said when I was young and wild, now I'm nice and sweet.
She's nice and sweet. She was my favorite Sour Patch Kid.
She is. So I think I only met her when she was nice and sweet. So
oh, did you? Okay.
I don't know if I know the young and wild Ashley.
Oh, listen, she was always nice and sweet. Ashley is just Ashley. She's just real and honest and hilarious, and she has a wonderful husband, and yes, I was a part of them, you know, being together, you know. Shout out to Jonay. Me and Jonay, you know, that was her cousin. And then I was like, Ashley, don't be mean to that guy. She's like, I don't know if I'm going to see him again. I was like, Ashley, blink, blink, blink. What did he do wrong?
Right.
Nothing. And that's just so weird. He was so nice. I was like, Ashley, don't mess this up.
Don't do it.
And and so they're wonderful for each other. He is the love of her life, and she is the love of his life.
That's
and I love
sweet.
how he loves her. She's like a sister to me as well. So they're great for each other. They need each other. They encourage each other. They support each other. Shout out to them. She
That's
on here.
Sweet. That's
so,
sweet.
Ashley, I'm thankful for you too. She is a wonderful, wonderful person.
That is so nice. So nice.
All right, so what do we want to do first? Do we want to do small business shout outs? Do we want to do thankfulness? Do we want to blend it? What do you think?
You know, I think that'd be
Let's
nice.
do that. I think
what are you
that.
thankful for, Lucas?
What am I thankful for?
Your invisible Starbucks?
My invisible Starbucks. I'm thankful for, of course, the simple things like family and friends. You know, my wonderful wife, my amazing children, you know, as they grow up. I'm thankful for career opportunities. I've got to travel all over the country over the last year, which has been absolutely amazing. I'm treated really well by the companies that I work with, and I treat them really well, so maybe they treat me really well. I'll be going to New York soon. I'm going to see our guy B. You call him B.
Yeah,
my guy
B.
We're going to connect when I'm in New York. I reached out to him, but I'm working with a company, for instance, soon when I'll go to New York, and I'm going to work for them. I mean, they're paying me to be there, and yet they're thinking about how I can have this whole holiday New York experience. They're like, yeah, you're going to be staying in Midtown, and then you can go uptown and downtown and take this taxi and take this thing and do all this stuff. It's like incredible. So I've been very, very blessed in that way. And then this year, Lucas Live Media has taken another step in getting a studio and, adding new members to the team. Shout out to you and Tiff and to all of our hosts. To Joy and Liz and Sister Chats, which is coming soon. Phenomenal. To Lily and Ty and Imagine Me show coming soon. To
Love
everybody out there to Sarda, who we shot with and got to record some podcasts with.
Yes.
All the others, I know I'm forgetting people. I'm like, who am I not thinking of that we were just, to Chris and Bree for the Real About Real Estate podcast coming soon. Shout out to them. And to all the others, Officer Sharp, all the others who, Steve Beatty, who are in queue. We're gonna start recording those shows soon too. And to all the other businesses, Stark Parks and others that we are gonna be working with in the future. If you have a business and you're considering creating some content for your business, reach out to us and we can talk about advertising opportunities and or content creation opportunities for your business. We're super, super, super excited. We got some other names coming out soon that we're going to be working with. So this has been a special year for me. I'm super excited about business growth and personal growth. Danny, what about you?
Well, I was just getting ready to say growth. That was my thing about being thankful for. But I'm thankful for growth. I'm thankful for opportunities. I'm thankful for experiences. I'm thankful for, my patience. I feel like I've prayed for the things that are happening in my life now. I'm, like I said, grateful for opportunities. So I don't want to speak too soon, but I have had a few meetings with Dolores Presley, and I will be a member of the She Elevates team very soon.
All right.
So, I'm grateful for that opportunity. I've worked with Tom West. I've worked with you. I've worked with Dolores Presley. I've worked with so many people this past year. I've been in so many rooms. I've had so many, like I said, so many opportunities. I've been at business conferences. I've been at young professional conferences. I've just been in spaces that, I pictured myself being in. Yeah. I prayed for the things that are literally happening right now. So I want to say I'm thankful for that. And I want to tell people too, stay down till you come up, all right? And stay faithful and make sure you stay, you pray, stay faithful, and don't lose sight of the vision. Don't lose sight, because I thought about these things for like 2 years, okay? And then I really thought about them hard for a year. And then I just pictured myself in places for a year. I pictured my life for a year. I kept picturing it and picturing it and picturing it, even when everything around me was looking like there was no way out. I just pictured it. I worked hard. I made the connections. I talked to people. I said, I offered my service free at first. I wanted to just help people. I wanted to just be in their space. Yeah. And after I put myself out there and was in their face and was in their space, doors started opening for me.
Yes.
So I'm just thankful that I was able to have enough confidence to put myself in spaces that I really wasn't ready for.
All right.
Because they got me ready. They prepared me for what I'm doing now. I don't think a year ago I would have been this confident to be doing shows on Lucas Live News, to be doing on-site, on-spot interviews with people that I looked up to, that I didn't know much about, or that I just seen in the community making, impactful, movements, and now I get to interview them and hear them and talk to them, and they give me compliments, and they're telling me things that, I'm like, a year ago, like, what? Like, you guys think this of me? So I am overall grateful for growth because I thought about it, I prayed about it, and I manifested it.
Yes.
And so, that's my message to anybody out there that, has this thing in their head that they want to do, or has this life that they're envisioning, or just whatever it is. Don't give up on it, because that whole year I was tested and I never gave up. I never had, and even train your brain, okay? It comes down to thoughts too. You got to make sure your mind is aligned with what you want to do. If you think that you're not good enough, or you think that you can't do it, or you think that it's just not going to work out, it may not.
Right.
We are very powerful, energetic beings, okay?
Yes.
So when we think that we can't do it, or we think that we're going to go in and blow something, or not going to do well, 9 times out of 10, that's what our reality is going to turn into. So I just, no matter what, I just said, this might not have worked out, but it's coming. And it's here, and I'm grateful, and that's one thing that I have to do every day, is just make sure I show gratitude to the things that I do have, because I don't want to lose them, if I get selfish, or I get, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of entitled, right?
Okay.
I want to show gratitude to what I have because I prayed for it. So
Love that.
I am thankful for growth. And so now after that spiel,
No, that's beautiful.
everyone's in the comments showing love.
That's wonderful.
I really appreciate that. B, love you,
What's
man.
up?
Love
Can't
you,
wait to
love
see
you.
you, my man.
Yes.
Be there soon.
My sister Nay is in the building, just giving all love. So now that, we kind of got out the way of what we're thankful for.
Right.
I do want to know, what you all out there are thankful for. I just want to show gratitude, to, just the day that's coming up and just life. Just what are you grateful for? What are you thankful for? I just want to know.
It's a great opportunity. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, let us know what you're thankful for. Please type it in the comments. If there's somebody out there who you want to say thank you to, tag them. But we're going to read some of your thankful statements here, some of your gratitude posts here. So now it's just a wonderful time to let us know who and what you're thankful for in your life. We certainly here at Lucas Live Media are thankful for all of you who watch our content, check out our broadcasts, show us love. It matters to us. We notice. We see the views. We see the likes. We see the hearts. We see the stars and the stuff, the donations. Everything you guys do for us matters a lot. So we really appreciate it. Shout out to our Tiffany Williams, my sister. She's right here with us.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. I brought her pie today because she told me she wanted a pie. And I went and I searched and I got her one. Now, I spent a lot more money when I was at the store because, you get to go to get one thing and then you get like 20 things. And I left out of the store and it was like, it's going to be all your money. And I was like, okay, I just want the pie. No, I got it all. It all. So shout out to her, all her help. She knows we love her. And, she's the youngest, but we let her tell us what to do, keep us on our toes. Because she's just that person. She gets that respect. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
Definitely a message. Gotta have a clear mindset. I'm telling you, our mind can trick us into things. Sometimes our mind can be our biggest enemy. You gotta
100%.
reprogram how you think because, I really am a big fan of conditioned ways. So I try to uncondition myself and relearn things.
Ooh.
So that way,
Listen. I'm about to hold on to the
grab
mic
the
here.
mic?
I'm hyped. Like, wait a minute.
Shoot.
What's she talking about? All right. So I love that. Our mindset, right? We call it a mindset. It's a setting. A lot of people have bad mindsets because they've been around people who have bad mindsets or they only knew what they knew. Yep. So our parents taught us what they knew. Their parents taught them what they knew. As we grow and evolve as people, we learn new stuff. We got to change the mindset. I can't say I got to think how Grandma used to think. Grandma had to think like that because times was different. Times was tough. She went through some other stuff.
Talk about it.
And now she's telling me, baby, you got to be like this. And I got to look at my world and be like, nah, I think I got to update my software,
That's
Grandma.
true.
I love you and I honor you and I respect you, but I got to update it based on the reality. Now, there are timeless truths. I think God is God and God has put truth into the world and truth doesn't change, right? But circumstances and the way we do things do change. And we got to update some things and not assume, say, because people treated me bad or they treated my great-grandmother's generation really bad because of her race, that I have to go into every room and assume that they're looking down on me. If I have that in my mind, then I'm going to walk in with my head down and then they are going to treat me less than because I'm going to be acting like I'm less than. But I'm not doing it, right? I'm coming in with my mindset on, I know who I am. I know what I bring to the room. I know what I bring to the table. You can kick me out the room. You can kick me off the table. You can kick me off the mic. But I got my own mic. I got my own platform, right? That's what God showed me was like, I'm going to make you build your own table. I'm going to help you build your own stage. I'm going to give you your own mic. So that you never have to worry about that and you can come in with that confidence and change your setting. We got some gratitude
and what
in the
you
comments.
said, I'm ready to get to that. But what you said real quick about, Grandma might have said this and said that, I am a listener. I will always listen, but I will always make sure that I go with my gut and my intuition. Because some of those things, which we might not look at it or see it as that, but we have to break generational curses. So there are certain things that grandma might tell us, mom might tell us, aunt might tell us, love it, take it in, but sometimes take parts of it in. You don't got to take it all in.
There you go. They said it out of love. They weren't trying to hurt you. They said it out of love,
and they said it because that's what they know. And we have the opportunity to learn more and know better. So I'm gonna take a little bit of what you had, but we're evolving, we're growing. So you flowers, you're wise. Thank you. But if your goal for me isn't to become wiser, then so All right,
Yes.
let's get into this.
All right, y'all. We're doing
we can talk about
gratitude
this all
right
day
now.
long.
Let's give thanks right now while you guys have a chance. Jump in here.
Stability, mentally, spiritually, financially, and physically. Stability is
Let's
beautiful.
go, Nakai.
Yeah,
Love that.
I love that. Love
Yes.
that. She
Shout
said
out-
mentally, spiritually, financially, and
Physically. If you got stability in those areas, you good.
baby. I
You
love
good.
that. I love
Like,
it.
let's
Keep
go.
going, girlfriend.
Love
keep,
that.
Keep going.
Love that.
Oh, my sister. She said, I'm sorry, you want to read it? No, I'm
Oh,
reading
go
it.
ahead, go ahead,
She
go
said,
ahead.
I'm
Get
thankful
you.
for Nay. She has been supporting my business since the beginning over 3 years. We have grown to become best friends and truly a force to be reckoned with. Your support has helped me through so much. I'll forever be grateful for my business best friend. Shout out to Nay and shout out to Sierra, because Sierra, she gives flowers, but
does.
that girl deserves flowers. So I'm thankful for Sierra. She put together my son's t-shirts for his birthday party, and I'm talking about the whole skating rink was like, where did you get that? Where? I mean, they were just amazed. I'm like, I thought everybody did this. This ain't a new thing. I ain't make it up. People
Right.
do this. But they were just so, they loved the shirts. Also at my cheer camp, she stepped in and acted like she done cheered for 15 years and she done ran camps and she brought a megaphone. She was ready. But I never, my friends and my family had stepped up to help me. But I didn't consider Sierra a friend really at that time. It wasn't until after that camp that I was like, oh, I'm locking this girl in. She didn't show me love. She didn't showed up and showed out and took over. She was another me, and that felt amazing. So shout out to Sierra, because, girl,
Love that.
I wouldn't have got through my camp without her.
Love it. Shout out to Sierra. Thank you. She made our
Yes.
Lucas Live media shirts. We're going to be back with you, Sierra, for more stuff. Thank you, guys. Check her out. I'm she's going to throw her business in there, too, when we get to business shout outs. So thank you. I don't want to miss anybody here. Shout out to Janelle Carpenter. This is one of my sisters as well. Shout out to the Carpenter family, life, my family, and just everything. Janelle is one of the sweetest people I ever met. When I was a teenager, I was going through a lot. My father was in prison. My life was really tough, and the Carpenter family really took me in. And they lived in Mass, and she would drive all the way to get me and drive me around, and just looked out for me, just like a big sister would. Like she let me drive. When you're learning to drive and you looking at people like, who's gonna let me? She was like, let's go, and just like, here you're gonna the keys. You gonna drive today, and just did so much for me. So Janelle, I love you so much. Thank you so much. Her son, Austin, is really good friends with Ramir, Tiffany's boyfriend. So they grew up together. So they've been great friends forever. So shout out to them. Here's Nay. Showing some love.
She said, same to
This is
you
D-Nay.
guys. So thankful for growth, for my family, friends, and supporters, especially my lover/partner, Torrance Marbury, and business bestie again, Sierra Mason. She said she's so grateful for the new opportunities, lessons, and blessings. Lucas, I'm bobbing around my camera because I was reading it over there.
Did I move
my
it?
camera is like right.
Oh, it's okay, right? Is it?
So I'm like
you had to look
looking like-
around. Yeah,
It's okay.
You got it.
It's
You
all
worked
good.
it
Oh,
out.
it's down
You
there,
worked it
too.
out.
I guess I can read it down
You
there,
worked
too.
it out. You worked
But
it out.
Sierra and Nay are amazing.
Awesome.
Okay, owner of TMZ Logistics, locally owned transportation business.
They say we start, set up
Thank you.
transportation business, teach dispatching, trailer rentals, medical courier, business, etc., all things trucking. Where are you located? Are you here in?
She is here.
Is she?
You know what?
Oh,
I remember
Lord.
when she started, it was kind of like a thing because it was like the girlies doing trucking.
Okay,
Like that's a thing. Girls
Yeah,
that do
that's a
trucking
thing.
is a thing. And truthfully, she was one of the first girls that I kind of seen start to do the trucking thing. Now, I hope they don't come for me in these comments like, no, I'm just saying what I seen was her, So shout out to her, doing the, putting on for the girls in trucking, really.
I love it. Shout out to you. I did not know.
Yep.
Look forward to seeing more about your business and getting to know you.
Yep.
Shout out to Shawan
Yes.
Milan. What's going on? She in the comments.
And you know what I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for people like her, and I'm thankful for our supporters. Like, I would be
Yes.
wrong. We would be wrong to skip past. You may have said it, but to skip past the people in these comments right now, because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have a
Right.
show. If it wasn't for our supporters, we wouldn't have a show. If it wasn't for people that wanted to come on the show, we wouldn't have a show. we would, but like
Right.
it just wouldn't be as fun and engaging as it is. So
we are thankful for
Thank
you all.
you guys.
Thank you all. All right. Lori Stokes, she said delayed but not denied. What's up? Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Lori, for being here. Nay wants y'all to know she loves y'all. She appreciates y'all. You see, I be scrolling. Y'all don't know I'm scrolling these comments, and I be like losing it with the comments. You see me over here, Diddy?
yeah,
Like,
I get confused sometimes. I'm like, he
me
already
too.
looked at that stuff.
Did I?
Go
I be losing
back
it.
down.
Okay, here goes
Oh
Lori.
no, there goes one.
All right. She said, thankful for Miss Betty Smith, Miss Betty Mack Smith. She said, in the face of adversity, she remains a constant force in our community by building up and enriching youth, by strategically, intentionally creating engaging opportunities for our youth. God is good. Lori,
Yes.
thank you for shouting
Yes.
out Miss Betty Smith. We
And
can't show her enough love
agree.
here. We
yeah,
agree.
we agree.
Yes.
We agree. That's beautiful that we're shouting out people in the community.
Yes. Also, Tansy also said, I'm thankful for Waishika Brown. She's been supporting my business since before transportation. She always refers to individuals to my transportation business. I appreciate you. Shout out to Waishika Brown. Love her and her
Beautiful.
children and her family and somebody I know.
That
for
means a lot,
20
really.
plus
As a
years.
business
Shout out to
owner,
Waishika.
that means a lot.
Yes, yes. All right, go ahead. You read this one.
He said, I'm thankful for the opportunity to make the right decision moment by moment. Let's be great. That is very important because
Yes.
that just made me think about, think before you act or think before you talk. And sometimes people are just like going, they're on a fly, they're ready to just go and say something without thinking. So, that's a good one. That's a good one. Making the right
Absolutely.
decision moment by moment, being present in those moments. So that's a good one. I like that.
Thank you so
Conrad.
much
Thank
for
you.
that. Mark Smith II says, I am grateful for all the new relationships, friendships, partnerships, clients that I have obtained in my business so far this year. Also grateful for you guys in this platform. Blessing to many. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Again, a great guy. And we talked about, he does our business insurance. We got somebody doing life insurance. We got somebody else. But many of them do a lot of the things too. So if you get with Mark and he provides a multitude of insurances and he has something that you need, go to Mark. If you need something from Rachel and what we have there, go to Rachel. If you need something from somebody else, get the help and the support you need. There's room for all of us to win. The way we win is by staying together in this community, though. Let's not go outside of. And I'm not just saying the black community or this community. I'm saying our community as a
community,
whole. Like,
right.
we live in a small area with a lot of wonderful businesses.
Yeah,
and the
we
more
do,
we
we do.
support, and I like Olive Garden too. I like a local, I like a bigger brand too. I love BJ's Brew House. They have great food. But when I can go, there's some good stuff in there. But when I can go to Ed's Smokehouse or go to the local businesses, it matters because
Yes.
Ed is somebody
Yes.
who's giving back in this community.
Yep.
Matter of fact, they're doing their 10th
Oh,
annual Thanksgiving
they
Day
are.
giveaway
They
at
are.
Ed and Bert Smokehouse tomorrow.
What I thought was so cool about that, they are like providing rides
Yes.
to take people to dinner if they need to.
Yes.
They're providing dinners. Like, I think those are some of the things that we can't just skip past in our community, I think that is really, really great for them. That is so cool.
I love it. I'm going to try to find
Yeah, I see you trying to pull it up there. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to
Edinburgh
see it.
Smokehouse.
We're doing this
I
live.
see some
Let me see.
other
Oh, they talking about.
Thankful things happening in.
Okay. I'm
in the
going to
comments.
get them in
Go
just
to-
a
yeah.
second. Joyce,
Ooh,
he was
you
on the
know
same
it.
page.
You know it. You
Look
know
at
it.
us. We was thinking the
There it is,
exact
right there.
same thing. So, I don't know what's going to, if I share my screen, it might go crazy. They're going to see all of this. I don't know if this is going to work. All right. But anyway, I'm going to see. We're going to
Save it.
Oh, I know what I can do. I think I can. I'm going to try. We're going to try to show you a quick flyer here of what they're doing at Edinburgh Smokehouse. So if you guys are interested or want to support them or support what they're doing, or go have a meal, that
Yeah.
you'd be able to do that. So shout out to them. Let's get to a couple more thanks as I look that up. The Kai Sierra. I don't think we did.
Yeah,
we
we
read
did that. We
Sierras?
did it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, right.
Yeah, keep
okay,
on
we
going.
did. You said that. Okay,
Keep
right,
on
right,
trucking.
right. Keep on
No pun
rolling.
intended.
Oh, there goes my man Tyler Thatcher. He said, thankful for God's grace and mercy. Thankful to him for my growth over the last 3 years. I was taken away from something that I've known my whole life, and my relationship with God grew, and with my family got better. That's why I've been saying recently, I got winning on my life.
I know that's right. I got
Tyler.
winning on my life.
I got winning on my life. I can't help but to win. Whatever I do, I win. Even when I look like I'm failing, I win. Even when things aren't going right, I win because he has winning on his life. Tyler, love you. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for joining us and giving that gratitude to us today.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go down a little bit. I've seen a really good one.
All right.
It's from B, actually.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he was next, I feel like.
Yeah. I've seen some more before that.
Did we? Okay, you helped me get that.
Yeah.
All right.
All
right. Let me Nakai one more. She said, thankful for all the people that God has placed in my life. Restoration. Everyone and everything that I thought I lost was replaced.
No, that's
right. Let's go. All right, this comment's going to take up the screen, but we're going to throw it up there. We're going to throw it up there. Okay, you got that one.
Okay. All right. Well,
Can you see it?
I can't see it.
Okay.
Okay, I can read it down here. In a world that can often feel overwhelming, oh wow, your content provides a refreshing perspective, reminding us of the importance of community, collaboration, and gratitude. Your efforts serve as a reminder to cherish and support local businesses, inspiring us to be more mindful of the impact we can have on our own communities. Your dedication showcasing local businesses and their stories has not only brought attention to the remarkable work they do, but it's also created a ripple effect, I can't say that word, of support within our community. By highlighting their strengths, you have played a vital role in helping them strive and make a difference in people's life. Grateful for you guys. I know that was a mouthful. It was a mouthful, but it was so well worth it because the way you articulated your gratitude towards us in the show and the work that we do.
Thank you so much.
And kind of just reminding us, of the work that we do. Because sometimes we get in here and we're just on go mode, ready to work and not realizing, how impactful this might be to the community. So thank you for, shining a light on what we do and showing us some gratitude. So B, that was super inspiring. Love that. Love that you took the time to write a mouthful.
Right.
Because,
we appreciate it.
Typing all that out and writing that to us shows how genuine you feel about us in the show. So
thank you.
I feel so warm inside.
My guy, Brian Anthony, again, I will see you soon. I'm excited to, he's in New York now.
He asked me if I was coming, and I was like, I know.
It's not a team trip.
It's not a team trip.
Man, right? But I'm really excited to be out there. Thank you for your love, for sending us. I think he sent us our first stars here on Facebook, and I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Like, people can make a donation and do that. Like, I guess I knew, but I never thought about it. We never asked for it. We just do our thing. But people who love us, and people show us support. And that really matters a lot. So shout out to them. Shout out to Tiff because she just helped me not make another mistake here in the studio.
It was really me because I snapped over here.
Oh, and y'all got it. Y'all on it. Okay, good catch. See, look at the teamwork.
I'm
love it. Love this. Let's continue to win every day, right? In every way. This should be our daily mantra. Love that, Lori. Thank you so much. Shout out to Kim. She said, love y'all so much for everything y'all do for Canton. Keep it up. And Sissy, you're amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your
Thank you, sis. That's my order, sis. You know what, Lucas? Like, we get on here and we just do the thing. We truly, you guys, before we even got together to do this, I have my business and Lucas has his business and we came together. We just love talking about other people.
Right.
We love putting people on. I love sharing people's businesses and what they got going on in events. We really just love it. So when you guys are just like, thank you for everything you do for Kent, and we're like, I don't think of it like that.
I know,
think of it as just us doing what we love to do. And then, people show us love like this, and you're like, I guess I
guess it matters.
I guess this is that platform that we're just doing all these cool things for the city and the community. But we're doing it, like, truly because we want to. We see it, and we feel like it deserves recognition. Yeah. So we just recognize it.
Shout out to our community. Shout out to Kim. I know Kim. I always say I know Kim. Kim is Danielle and Tiffany's sister. I've known Kim longer than I knew her. Kim was one of my kids. Kim, you was one of my kids, right? You was one of my kids.
Right.
My daycare kids back in the day. I just never forget the day Kim walked in. Kim was just a force. And then I was like, Kim, you can't tell me what to do. She was like, why can't I? And I was like, you can't. She's like, okay, cool. And we figured it out. And I just love Kim. Kim is like family to me and my sister and my family. So shout out to Kim.
Yeah.
Another sister. Those sisters. Yeah. Y'all all family. We all family. We all family out here. So what's up, Sean? Thank you for checking us out. Appreciate you, my man. We're doing gratitude. We're doing small business shout outs too. If anybody wants to shout out their small business now,
and
let's blend it together.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking too, I had made a post on my Facebook, and I asked people if they were doing any like Black Friday sales like within their business, because I know we're all gonna, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if this is still a thing if people go out at midnight, because I ain't done that in a long time.
Hey, man.
I had a son 4 years ago, or 5 years ago now. Good Lord, 5 years ago now, and I just don't go out at 12 a.m.
Right.
If people still do that, cool. But how about let's shake it up a little bit. If people are doing any, even if you're not, so what? Please still shout out your business. But if you are doing a special for Black Friday or whatever, let us know so we can support you. You got deals going on, so we want to support you. We want to buy something. We want to share it. We want someone else to buy it. We want to buy a gift for, later down in December. We just want to buy. We want to shop local. So if you're doing anything for Black Friday, any sales at all, let us know so we can, shed light on what you got going on.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let us know. Let's start our small business shout outs. We'll still do gratitude if there's something you're thankful for. Let's keep this going. Let's spend the next 15 minutes or so shouting out your small businesses.
Let's do it.
If you know somebody else who has a small business and they're not here now, tag them and say, hey, if you're free, if you're working, forget your job. You're trying to build a small business anyway. Now come on in here and tell us what's up. Be like,
put some music on, Lucas.
My job is trying to stop me. I turned it up. I got us
Turn it up? All right, let's go.
I got us in here. Let me turn it up so you can hear it a little bit. Let's see.
There we go. Let's do
something
it.
happening.
Let's do
all right,
it.
it's in there.
All right, we're good.
So, all right, let's talk about it. First business I saw here. Nay. Okay, you go ahead. You got that.
All right, so don't scroll over here.
Oh, okay. I was about to bring it down.
Lady Nays LLC for all your natural healing needs, from natural skin and hair products to health and wellness, herbal teas, sea moss gel, elderberry syrup, herbal baths, and more. You guys, it's that time of the year. Woo. It is time to get that elderberry, that sea moss. Get it in, because we don't want to be out here sick for these holidays, passing around germs. And I've seen so many testimonies of all of Nay's stuff.
All right.
I know it works. Get it.
Hit those hearts, show some love, take a screenshot, take a picture, make sure you can go back and check out these businesses. If you're like, I like that, just take a screenshot. Yep. Real quick. And you'll have it there. Shout out to Sean. Sean has Sean O'Clean Team. Tell us a little more about it, man. We want to shout it out. Shout out to Sean O'Clean Team. If you want to know more about it, he going to let us know a little more about it. But you guys check him out, follow his page, and you guys can learn more about the Sean O'Clean Team.
Here goes your favorite one. Art Daddy.
Nay, that's
Art
you,
Daddy.
Nay. I can't say that.
Listen, you know what?
What?
When we talk about people in the community, I think it's really cool. It's really, important to highlight Art Daddy, Torrance Marbury. He does a lot of events for adults, for couples, and for children.
Okay.
He does a lot of the sip and paints. He does a lot of juice and paints for the kids.
Okay.
So I think it is cool that we continue to highlight some of our artists and our creators that are in the community, because he came to my cheer camp actually too to do face painting. So he offers those services as well. But I think the events that he puts on for our city is really honorable to kind of mention about the other work that he does. So shout out to Art Daddy. Shout out to Art Daddy.
I love that. Listen, I think we need something painted on our wall for Lucas Live
Media.
Yeah,
put that back up, because you see what B called him, AD.
He's
I ain't calling him Art Daddy either. I call him AD though.
I like that. Anthony Davis and Art Daddy. We call him AD because you know what? I don't want to see you. And I'm like, is that Art Daddy over there?
That's Art Daddy. Look right here. The next brush event is this Saturday for a thank you sip and paint. See, I talked it up. A thank you sip and paint. So make sure you guys check that out. It's something fun to do. If you've never attended a sip and paint or anything, along those lines, it's so fun. It really is. And when I first heard of it, I'm like, I can't paint to save my life. But they give you these outlines, or they kind of walk you through it and say, all right, paint a circle. And then you're going to paint another. And then before you know it, you have this painting that you're like, oh, I do this. So
that was me. That was me out here.
So yeah. No.
Love it. All right, I'm gonna read this one. It's a big one here. I'm gonna try to hit this one. It's our girl Sierra Mason. All right, let's see what she said here. She said, Craftivist LLC is a community-oriented shop founded by Sierra Mason, who taught herself to sew when her daughter was just 2 months old. Instead of returning to work for someone else's dream, Sierra decided to create her own. Craftivist LLC aims to generate generational wealth for Sierra's daughter and has become a source of inspiration and empowerment. The brand's significance grew during the uprise against systemic racism in 2020, transforming it into a platform for raising awareness and supporting marginalized communities. Craftivist LLC is dedicated to making a positive difference and appreciates the support of our community.
You go, Craftivist! Yay!
Craftivist,
I love that. That was dope. That was so nice. Go ahead, Craftivist.
All right.
She is doing her thing.
Right. Love it. All right. I don't know if we have any more small businesses here. I'm not seeing any more popping up in the comments. If you guys are still here, there's still a few more minutes to do it. We want to, again, thank you all in this season of thankfulness.
Yes.
Whether it's Thanksgiving or just thanking and eating, or whether you're getting together with your family or friends, whatever it is, every day is a day to give thanks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Please, the fact that we single out a day is fine, but please, just be grateful. An attitude of gratitude makes your life better. Whatever you focus on is what you get more of, right?
Yes.
Like Danielle said, we're like energy beings. So what you give is what you get.
Yep.
And now every
Yep.
religion and every holy book has said that you reap what you sow.
Yep.
Karma, what goes around comes around.
Right.
They call
Right.
it something, right?
Yep.
And so whatever belief you have, there's something in your book that tells you that that's a universal truth because it's universally true. The problem is we don't think about the power of our thoughts, and we think our thoughts are a reaction to our reality, when actually your thoughts are creating your reality.
Ooh.
So you're thinking like, this stuff is just happening to me. Things always go wrong for me. The reason things always go wrong for you is because you keep thinking and saying things always go wrong for me. Life and death is in the power of your tongue, your words. So start speaking life over your life. Start saying, my business is gonna grow. My business is gonna win. I'm gonna get my dream job. I'm gonna meet the person of my dream. These things are gonna happen. And while that's happening, God is gonna be preparing you to be ready for it, because you don't need more money. You need to be able to handle money when God gives it to you, right? He'll give you more, but he's like, if you're a bank with holes in it and you just let the money fall out anyway, you're a bucket with holes in it, I pour water in and it comes out.
You're not ready for it.
You're not ready. So I want to get you, God is trying to prepare you for everything you ask for. So stop looking around at everything going on around you and look inside of you and know you have everything you need to have the life of your dreams. It's time to start dreaming while we're wide awake and take control of our lives. Danny and I are doing it right now in our lives. We see it happening, and we want to see it happen for all of you. One more business shout out. Mark Smith again, Smith Insurance and Financial Services, home, life, auto, business, commercial, special events. Call him at 330-412-4210. Mark.Smith@American-National.com, protecting all of the things you value the most. Ladies and gentlemen, we love you. Danny, we're signing off. Tell the people what you want to tell the people.
Listen, signing off. I want you guys to enjoy. If you have a break next couple days, enjoy it. Take some time to, maybe look into some of the things that you are wanting for your life, envisioning for your life, and start to think about it. Start to manifest it. Start to, put in some work for it, because that's one thing that I think people do get confused too. Is, okay, I pray for it. Okay, but did you go apply for the job? Did you go and educate yourself? Did you go take a training? Did you go and do it? Did you go and do any other work?
Yes.
Because you can't ask your boss for a raise without doing any work. You didn't do no work. You gotta go put some work in.
Yes.
So we have to make sure that we're doing the work, but also, praying, being mindful, changing our mindset, you just being, this servant in a way, right? So that's what I want to leave everybody with, as we have a chance to rest and reset. Even if you don't get a chance to rest, you get to go be around love and family, and whatever you do during this season, be present in the moment, be mindful of the moment. And if you're thinking about changing some things up, what they say, new year, new me. Get it going.
Let's
Get
do
it
it.
going.
Start today.
Let's go. Let's start today.
Yes.
The new year is on the way. Let's stop being stagnant. Let's stop being inconsistent, And let's start adapting and adopting,
Adapting and adopting. I love that.
new characteristics, new mindsets, new thoughts, new everything, right? Let's be in a season of change.
I love it. I love it. Danny, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're thankful for you. We love you. If you're watching this live or by replay, we can't thank you enough. Still, if you're watching a replay, go ahead and throw your business in there still.
Please.
We want to show you some love and some support. Stay tuned for more to come from Lucas Live Media and Lucas Live News. We'll see you guys next time.
All right, see you
Everybody, have a
guys.
great day.